It's the 15th of April, and I've just sneaked down for a night on the Fendrod, a quick overnighter. It looks good, the weather looks good. It's 12.5 degrees according to the car thing by here. Whoop, that's gone off. There we go. And the air pressure has dropped right down, so it's just over 1,000 isobars. So that's supposed to be pretty good for carp fishing. Yeah. So I'm only just arrived. Decided where I'm going to fish. Dumped all the stuff in the bank already. And all I've got to do now is set up, get a bait out, and get a fish on the bank. So hopefully, I'll see you in the not too distant future. Alright then, I'll catch you soon. Right, I've actually got everything up and ready, and it's still partially light, so I can do a bit of filming. Let's zoom that out. Nope, wrong way. That's about as far as it'll go. Right, yeah, so I got my two rods out. If you look over there, you can see it very well. There we are. I'm about as close as I can get to the actual peg from the car. So I've picked the laziest option tonight. But it's also choice because there's two sort of features out there. There's an island bang out there. I've put a pop-up off, and if you look, if I pull back, oh yeah, I was in the right place. There's a post sticking up there, and I've had fish off that before. So I've done the old lazy spotting method with the method feeder, and I chucked, didn't put any bait or anything like that. I put, was it 5 balls onto the method feeder, I cast out first, tested it to get the right length, clipped it up, put 5 big balls of bait on one spot, and then loaded it up with the method feeder, then really wet the outside so it actually holds and doesn't dissipate when it hits the water. So yeah, so I got a nice big chunk of bait out there with a nice single hook bait in the middle of it all. Yeah, and I've got the bivvy up, and all my rubbish is piled in there. It's only a little 1 month bivvy, but God, I get enough stuff in there that will fill my car. So they're not that small really. Right, so hopefully the next thing you'll see with me is I would say carp, but I don't care if I catch a bream. I would like a big carp, and I would like a big bream. So either would be a bonus, and I'm happy with that. Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta say well done, congratulations to both Chris and Jay. I watched a little bit of the video before I left the house, and I skipped through it because I knew I didn't have much time. But those two you got are pretty impressive. So back to the landing net, boys. Alright then, I'll speak to you later. Ta-da. Right, it's 11:15, so I thought I'd give a bit of an update. Well, I've put one bait out next to that post out there, but the rod that I had cast out as close as I could to that island, I decided to bring it in a lot closer because I'd seen a few fish topping pretty close in, so I thought, well, it's pointless leaving it way past where there's fish are in. So I brought that in, chucked out what, probably 30 boilies on top of it. So I'm going to sit on that now and see what progresses from that. I've had a couple of knocks on the feeder. I haven't brought it in, I just left it out. So hopefully the knocks will, knock every now and again will slowly develop, and perhaps maybe I'll get a fish on the bank. But until that happens, I suppose I'll see you later. Okay then, ta-da. Right. Take that off. Good morning. I've done my usual through the night. Nothing. I should have really brought in the rigs around about midnight and checked them all. Because when I did bring them in this morning, the method feeder was the hook length was tangled around the feeder. So the 2 or 3 beeps I had earlier on should have given me a warning that there was something wrong there and it wasn't picked up properly. And the other, the half and half boilie and half boilie, half popper, it was actually coated in sludge and weed from the bottom. I could have picked it up when I was reeling in, or it could have been sitting in sludge all night, I don't know. But this morning I've got another chance now. I've freshened up the baits and I put them back out, so let's have myself a cup of coffee and find out what food I brought for myself, and I'll see you in a minute. See you when something else happens. Alright, ta-da. This might be semi-interesting. Since I got up this morning, but this swan hustling around, starting to make a nest. The dog came down and she went right off her head. To be fair, she hissing and growling at this dog. The dog was terrified. To be fair, they're not small, these swans, are they? She started making a little nest, making a hell of a noise about it this morning. But, let us see how much she's done by the time I leave. Alright. So it's just gone 1 o'clock. I'm still quite annoyed with myself that I left the method feeder out there all night tangled in a mess, because I was getting knocks in it throughout the night. So I had sort of, if you can picture it, the rig was tangled through the feeder, trapping the hook inside the feeder, and the boilie was left on the outside. It's about 4 times I had proper beep beep beep, as it was sort of like probably dragging the whole feeder without connecting with the hook, and I left that out all night. So I feel pretty stupid about that. What I've done now is I've used up the last of what I had as a method mix and put that out on the spot where I've been putting the feeder last night, and just put the biggest ball I could put onto the feeder, put a single white boilie on there, not pop up or anything, and that's sitting on the spot. So hopefully those 4 runs that I could have had last night, I suppose, one of them will surface now there's light. Might be a different story. But on the other rod, the furthest rod, I've been umming and ahhing where to put that. I know that there's a gully running sort of just past halfway on the lake. So what I've done, in one of the boxes I've got some bird food boilies, and they're big ones, they're 20mm boilies. So what I've done, I've taken 5 of them, ground them up to just crumb, put them into like a bag, crushed them right down, so it's quite a small bag even though it's 5 boilies, and put just single boilie on the hair, and I've wrung that out to where I think the gully is, and all I've done is just pull it back 2 or 3 inches then to straighten out the rig. So yeah, I feel pretty stupid for leaving it like that all night, but I could have. That's the difference between catching and not, I suppose, making the right choices. One thing that I think I'm going to start doing, I've got a few odds and ends in the house that I was thinking about eBaying, and rather than going through the effort of putting them on eBay and getting a couple of pence for them, I think I'm going to start doing a little competition on here, ask some sort of weird question, and all the right answers that will be posted I'll put them into a draw, and I'll post out whatever I've been thinking about getting rid of. So they won't be amazing prizes, but hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. Yeah, so look out for that in the next couple of weeks, and for the moment, let's just hope I get one on the bank before it's time to pack up. Alright then, I'll see you later. Well, if you were interested about that swan nest that they started, they abandoned it about 2 hours after they started it, so there's a shape of half a nest started and now they've gone. So that's that then. Right then, I'm packing up now and I've had nothing again. So I'm starting like I did last year, I suppose, another Fendrod blank. I have been on another 2 sessions before this and I've blanked and I didn't bother doing a video blog. And this is going to be my first blank video for a while, I think. Yeah, I think now that I've got my membership, I'll be able to stick down here for a couple more nights. And I don't think I'm going to be sitting out the days. It'll be just coming down for the night, fish the night, and see if I can't progress that way. But yeah, I suppose it's not too bad. I know that I probably messed things up last night by not checking the rigs, but we live and learn, don't we? So yeah, that's it then. I suppose I'll see you next time I'm on the bank. And okay then, ta-da.